great to get started.
Okay.
So do these problems that I'm scrolling through, do they kind of look familiar, like you guys worked on them today?
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's start. This is review notes. To solve for a missing value, we're going to complete the following steps. When we do solve for these missing angles, what do you think the first thing we need to do is?
See something.
You have to do something else. What do you think the first step should be?
To like name the angle.
Close. I like that. How about identify the types of, that's a really big whole one. Sorry, I have bad handwriting. Okay. Identify,
The types of.
thank you, the types of angles given. Do you know what we mean by that?
Yeah.
What?
It's like you identify what the angle is. See, I got it.
So is it complementary
Supplementary.
or supplementary, for example, right?
Yeah, I don't know how you like. It's complementary.
Well, we're not there yet, right? This is just in general, but that first one. All right, what do you think you should do next?
90 minus 20.
We're not doing the actual, we see or do you have the worksheet open? We're filling in the slide. So what do you think in general? Not this one, just in general. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This identify the types of angles given, then determine the relationship.
Oh, that's true. I really didn't
The two angles have. And then what do you think the last thing is before you actually solve? What do you got to
Is it like
set up?
yeah? It's like how you set up.
Set up what?
Like if it's like subtraction or adding.
So set up an equation and solve for the missing value. You know, I'm going to rewrite that just because. Set up an equation and solve for the missing value. So these are the steps that you need to do in order to set up your equation to solve. Now, in the first example, what type of angle is this?
Oh, it's a right angle.
Okay. What else? What do we know is a right angle? What's the fancy word?
ACUTE. What is that one?
ACUT. You know, acute? It
Acute.
is acute, but that's not the one I'm thinking of.
Uh.
Think of the angles that have to do with you said a right. What else? What else is a right angle?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. What kind of angle is that?
Complementary.
That's what I was looking for.
Complementary. That's it.
Complementary. It's the C
Oh,
one.
complementary.
Complementary.
Complimentary. Yeah.
Right, like what you are to me every day because I'm your favorite teacher.
Oh,
What, you think I'm that? Was that a joke, Joey?
I think so.
Now, what's the key information in this situation? Meaning, what do you know about those angles? Guys, are you paying
It's
attention?
90 degrees. So if you want me to solve it, I would do that. 90 minus 1.
So that means that their sum is 90 degrees. So what is going to be the equation?
90 minus 20.
Well, we're gonna set up an equation. So when we have an equation, we need an equal sign. We know it's gonna equal what amount?
90.
90. So what can I put on the other side?
20.
9.
20, what else?
90.
No? What are we solving for?
X.
So we know that their what is 90? The key information. What do we do with x and 20?
Oh.
90 minus 20.
No?
We like put them together.
How would we put them together? When we put stuff together, what operation?
That's adding.
And adding.
Right. So it would be
100.
x plus 20. So x plus 20 equals 90. What do I do to solve this?
You can do 90 minus 20.
So we subtract 20 on both sides. We get x equals,
70.
very good, 70 degrees. So our solution is,
X equals 70 degrees.
or just, yep, 70 degrees.
Haha, I'm so smart.
Now,
Alright, paper app.
this is what you have to do. So you guys learned about solving equations, right?
Yes.
Now we're applying that to angles.
Mhm.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
What type of angles are these? What's their relationship? Not obtuse.
Oh. It's like crisscross together.
Right. We want to know what this angle,
Isn't this 180 the 180?
not 180. So let's review the types of angles real quick.
Supplement.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Remember, we talked about this. There's supplementary angles, right? That look like that picture.
Oh yeah, I remember that
They
from the
equal
other day.
180. Complementary, which we just did, right?
Mhm.
Then there is vertical. Do you remember vertical angles?
Yes.
They're equal to each other and they're across.
Oh, that's vertical angles.
And then adjacent means that they're just next door to each other.
Oh.
So now what are
Adjacent.
these?
Adjacent.
They're not next to each other.
The first one?
What are these?
Vertical.
Very good. These are vertical angles. What do we know about vertical angles that would help us write an equation for this? What is it about what?
Say it again.
What is it about vertical angles that is important? What's the most important thing about vertical angles that we learned?
That is like one side will be equal to the other side.
Very good, they're equal. So the angles are congruent. Are we writing this down?
Yeah.
The angles are congruent. So if we know that those angles are congruent, what equation can I write?
It would be like 2x plus 25
Mm-hmm.
plus.
They're congruent.
Oh.
This is one angle, this is the other.
So equals 50.
That's it. Nick and Alicia, stop.
Equals 50.
So because they're the same value, you can set them equal, and then you can solve. And this is a two-step equation. What would be the first thing I do to solve this two-step equation? Minus 25, good. All right, Joey, you copying this down?
Mine's 25.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, 25.
Thanks.
And then, what do I do next?
Divided by 2, you get 12.5.
X equals 12.5, so my solution is, so now the solution is X
Equals
12.5 degrees.
12.5. Got it. I got it.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Abbott.
Alright, so do you guys understand what we're doing here?
Yes, Miss Abbott.
Alright,
I
do you want to do one more together? Well, actually, so what do we think about this one? What kind of type of angle is this?
Oh, we got some guesses.
I heard somebody say it. What kind?
Vertical.
No, it's not vertical.
Vertical is the one we just did. Think of, listen, yes, hold on. Think about it this way. Do you see how this is kind of a V? And then this is also a V, and the V's are touching? Vertical V, V touches.
Yeah.
That opposite. Now, did you hear what Alasia said?
Supplementary.
Why do we know that this is a supplementary angle? Because this right here is a straight line, and this angle plus this angle equal 180. So now I just said it. What's the key information or the most important information?
180.
What about 180?
That's how much it's gonna equal to. It's gonna equal to 180.
All right, so go ahead. I want you to try to write the, yeah, you think you got it? Let me see.
Miss Sabbath,
Yes, sir.
I'm not taking the bus home this week, so
Like this, right?
so I'm not taking the bus home this week. Just for this week, but next week I'll be back taking the bus again. Just wanting you to know.
Alright, well, keep up your, good behavior, and we'll see.
Okay, I will.
Plus,
I'll keep it up.
Pluses or no?
Okay, so what about supplementary angles? What do we know about them? They what?
They're equal to 180 degrees.
Right, so their sum
Is 180 degrees.
is 180 degrees. So if their sum is 180 degrees, did you guys write the equation that you think?
Wait, so it's gonna be 5x plus 5 equals. Plus 60. No, aren't you supposed to put down equals?
Not, if they were equal to one another, like vertical angles, yes. See, these angles are equal because they're vertical, because this angle is across from this angle. These angles, if I draw this angle and then this angle, I have a straight line here, that's 180. Their sum is 180. So if we write 5x plus 5, what should follow it if there's sum?
Plus 60 is 180.
Alicia, I love how much you're participating, but I just want a hand raise so I can give people a chance, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and solve that.
That's hard.
What do we do first?
65.
What should we do first?
5 plus 60. 65. Right.
No, you're supposed to oh, wait, okay.
We do combine like terms first, and we get 5x
Yes, my
plus
kids are 10%
65
so far.
equals 180.
Minus 65 and both sides.
Now, at this point, we can, as Andrew said, minus 65 on both sides.
180 minus 65. And yeah. Can I get a new calculator? This is not working.
Too bad I don't have the same feature that you can. Like you can go off the paper and write.
What happened?
I don't like how you can go off the paper and write, but I can on Google Classroom.
I know, yeah, I hate that too. I wish you guys could just use OneNote. What is this equal?
150.
What just happened?
It's 115.
Right, but then you gotta divide by 5.
It's 23. Wait, you have to divide by 5, right? And then you get 23.
What is it?
23.
23, good. So my answer is
23
x
equals
23 degrees. All right, there's one more type of example that I definitely want to go over with you.
And then we're done.
No.
No.
What are these types of angles? Well, let's make sure that we can read what it says. Do you guys understand what this means?
Yes.
Do you guys understand what that means?
I mean, I do.
Read it.
Yes.
M.
I'll go
Mia,
get-
can you open it? No, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, Carl's on it.
All right, Carlos.
Who can read that pink highlighted? Go ahead, hold on, Andrew, go ahead.
M. I don't know how you call that.
Measure.
No, like the little yeah,
Okay.
that.
So guys, shh, talk about it after class, okay?
Why?
We're even the students where we're from, it's the notes from our skills class. Let me explain to you what this says. You ready? You need to know how to read this because take that out of your ear. And I've already told you to take them out. Guys, if I find that your earbuds are in, after when you know you're not supposed to have them in, I'm just gonna give you detention. You'll have extra work. I'm done. I'm done being nice. It's disrespectful, and I'm over it. Listen to me. You need to know what this means.
Did you
because
just
this
hear
is gonna
that?
be on
He said he's gonna give people
exams,
detention.
it's gonna be
You're wearing
something
AirPods. That's actually a good reason why.
is short for
That's good
measure,
reason
right,
why.
Joey?
What? Yes. I mean,
Measure of angle. That means angle.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a line through it, sometimes not. The measure of angle x, y, z is equal to 50. That means if I follow my pen, I go x to y to z. It means this whole thing is equal to 50.
Yeah.
So that's really important to understand because that whole thing is 50. This angle is how much? Or what is it labeled? This green colored angle
100
is how much?
180.
Or what is it labeled?
50.
No?
2x.
Yes. Is 2x. This part of the angle is how much? Guys,
well, oh, sorry.
how much is the blue highlighted angle?
30.
Okay. What do we know? What type of angles are these?
Acute.
No? Well, they are acute, but that's not what we're looking for.
Complementary.
They don't need, there's no, okay, so hold on, let me go through the checklist. Someone said complementary. Is there any indication that any of those angles are right angle or equal to 90 degrees?
No.
No, so then they can't be complementary. Do these form a straight line? No, so then they can't be supplementary. Someone said
Survey says
adjacent angles mean what?
Angles that are right next to each other.
Right, they're angles that are right next to each other. When they are right next to each other, and we look at this diagram, because they share the same
ooh, so just
vertex, right? And the same ray, what do we know about the two of them together? What information in the diagram that's important for us? Nick, go sit on the desk with the calculators. Take all your stuff. And you can put actually just, yeah. And face forward. I don't want to see you turn around. Guys, what is important information?
About that, they're right next to each other. The sum is. I don't know the sum of that.
You know, look at the diagram.
Angles that are right next to each other.
No, but like it's a sum. It'd be like the sum.
I love my behavior today. My behaviors are actually pretty good today.
Wait.
Maya, that's not what we're doing, kiddo. You have to go into our class and today's lesson.
Wait, when did we want 8?
Guys, the green angle plus the blue angle equals the pink angle.
Wait, so 20.
The green angle
The green angle would be
plus the blue angle equals the measure of the pink angle, the big angle.
50.
So what did we say? What did they